What is up, kinfolk? How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing well. So, y'all probably already know, but Wakanda Forever came out recently. And, because Wakanda Forever came out, a group of students at the University of California, Santa Barbara decided that they were going to have a showing for Wakanda Forever. And the only thing that they asked is that if you were going to show up, that you be a person of color, and anybody else stay back and do not attend. California is supposed to be the least racist state. It is what it is. So what ended up happening was they posted on Instagram that they were going to be holding a viewing of Wakanda Forever. And they stated, "We are lovingly curating this space to support and affirm Black people and Black joy. We ask that our non-Black allies support our intention of creating a Black affinity and celebration space." And it was put on by the Black Student Union of the university. Now, of course, people are upset. They're being told, hey, if you're not Black, you're not allowed. They would come out, they basically say, look, we weren't, that was never our intention. And we were just asking that, if you are a person of color, show up. But they said that it was not segregated, that if you indeed want to come, we would let you come. It's not going to be an issue. But here's the kicker. This ain't the first time that this has happened. And not that long ago, Standford University, another California school, also had a private viewing, but they were a lot more racially segregated than that. So Stanford came out with this bulletin stating that they had 450 tickets to go see the Wakanda Forever film. The kicker is the first 100 were exclusively for Black students. And on top of that, they get first dibs on the bus ride. According to the Standford Review, the GSC announced via email it had 450 tickets for a November 10th screening, but would reserve 100 of them exclusively for Black students. Black students who are among those prioritized 100 also get first dibs on bus seats to the movie theater. We have 450 tickets to give away, and 100 of those tickets will be distributed beforehand via lottery among Black graduate students, the email read. Priority for bus spots will be given to students with a reserved ticket from the lottery. Remaining spots will be given away first come, first serve. They gave Black folks the front of the bus. Rosa Parks, you've done us well. This is what you've done for us. So once again, not telling other people they can't come, but saying, hey, look, we're going to prioritize this for Black students. So some people have come out and they're making the comparison that this is to the Jim Crow South. Does discrimination at theaters and on buses sound familiar? The GSC is hell-bent on bringing prejudice in entertainment venues and transit back, presumably under the guise of anti-racism, equity, and inclusion. The GSC is actively discriminating against non-Black students, the review added. The GSC is literally using part of grad student tuition fees to discriminate against 96% of the grad school population. Each year, every Stanford grad student pays $141 graduate student activities fee. Oh, that'd be hot. The review filed an act of intolerance against the Graduate Student Council. That's the GSC. We are calling for all non-Black Stanford students to channel their inner Rosa Parks. Get on the bus and refuse to give up your seats. Shoot, that's hilarious. So, my thoughts on this. For the people who are making the comparison of this being like the Jim Crow South, slow your roll, okay? As far as when it comes to the Santa Barbara school, there's a complete and total difference between what they did in the Jim Crow South. In the fact of, the Jim Crow South, it was politicians, legislation, law enforcement, and even first responders all being on one accord to keep African Americans out of certain spaces, okay? There are no people at these theaters with police dogs and with fire hoses ready to spray on anybody who is not a person of color here, okay? That being said, I do think that this is a problem. It's not the Jim Crow South specifically, but the mindset, though, is very scary. The same mindset that would allow a Jim Crow South. We are not going to allow these people to join and participate in certain aspects of society. Now we're doing that, but we're doing it on a university level. They wrote and created an activity that alienated 96% of their student population. And when it comes to black student unions, I'm not against having them. I was a part of a black student union in high school, and even in college. My reasons were slightly different. I thought I wasn't black enough, and therefore, in order to get a black experience, I should probably hang around more black folks. But when you do have a campus that is 96% of other ethnicities, finding people who have similar experiences to you, some of it along cultural bounds that are even ethnically connected, I think is not a bad thing. You guys could talk about your culture, share certain issues of being on campus and being a minority on campus. That comes with a whole different viewpoint, that comes with a whole different experience. So I don't see a problem with having black student unions. I think the being discriminatory is the issue. When it came to us having BSUs, we had people of other ethnicities who gladly joined. We didn't tell them that they couldn't come. Asking people not to come, I think, is the issue here. If people want to go to see a movie, who are you to stop them? I think this is stupid. What else do I say? I think this is stupid. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is it okay to have black only spaces, black only viewings, and to be an ally would be to sit your turn out, go watch the film on another day, but this day is specifically for our black students. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do. That way you guys get notifications when I upload the next one. As always, kinfolk, I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.